Welcome to Kannal Media's Banking Weekly Roundup. This week was marked by intensifying objections over the revised PLI framework and growing employee concerns over public sector, private, and regional rural banks. From HR disputes and transfer controversies to cybercrime crackdowns and digital governance initiatives, here are the key developments that shaped banking headlines this week.
Trade union actions. Indian Overseas Bank Officers Association alleged obstruction of trade union activities following a strike notice, raising concerns over union rights and internal management conduct. The association claimed that after issuing the strike notice, certain management actions interfered with routine union functioning, including restrictions on meetings and communication. IOBOA termed the developments as undermining recognized trade union rights and sought adherence to established industrial relation norms and protections. The changed environment is creating pressure among bank employees. It's really affecting the work life balance of the bankers and their family. Kannal Media is trying to address those issues. To continue this mission, we need your support. Please subscribe and be a part of Kannal's mission. Subscription link is given in the description. PLI model dispute intensifies. The controversy around the revised performance linked incentive model deepened. UFBU opposed the government's move to implement the PLI framework amid an ongoing dispute. Comparative analysis highlighted disparities across officer scales, while the Bank of India Officers Organization flagged structural inequality in PSB implementation. HR practices and workplace concerns. AIBOBOU flagged what it termed a "you question me, I transfer you" culture in Bank of Baroda's Mumbai zone. A PSB employee raised concern over denial of menstrual leave despite policy provisions, triggering questions on enforcement and employee welfare. Cybercrime and digital risk. Authorities froze over 8,000 mule accounts in Jammu and Kashmir during a financial crackdown, highlighting rising cyber fraud risks. An explainer on digital arrest scams detailed how fraudsters use intimidation tactics to manipulate victims. OPS demand for NPS staff gains momentum. More than 200 bank employees wrote to the Indian Banks Association seeking extension of old pension scheme benefits to NPS covered staff in cases of death, disability, and missing employees. The signatories argued that families of NPS employees lack adequate social security protection compared to OPS provisions. The appeal adds renewed urgency to the pension parity debate in the banking sector. 5-day banking demand receives wider trade union backing. The 5-day banking workweek demand received broader backing after the Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh included it in its national agitation agenda, with support extending beyond banking unions. The issue has gained wider labor movement visibility, increasing pressure on authorities to address long pending workweek reform. Policy and digital governance. Union Home Minister Amit Shah launched a CBDC based public distribution system in Gandhinagar, expanding the use of digital currency in welfare delivery. IDBI Bank privatization and ownership concerns intensify. Concerns over IDBI Bank's proposed privatization and possible foreign acquisition gained political and employee traction this week. MP John Brittas flagged apprehensions regarding foreign acquisitions of Indian banks, including IDBI, while the All India IDBI Bank Officers Association met MPs Baburao Gola, Bhojraj Nag, and R. Girirajan, who assured that the matter would be raised in Parliament. Earlier, IDBI bankers has also staged a dharna at Jantar Mantar opposing disinvestment, signaling continued resistance to ownership changes. TMB announces workforce restructuring amid automation. Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank announced plans to repurpose up to 60% of staff into sales roles over 2 years as part of an automation driven strategy, signaling a shift toward performance linked and digital operations in private banking. RRB structural reform and conferences. AIRRBA sought a uniform administrative structure and standardized designations to strengthen RRB autonomy. The Assam Gramin Vikas Bank Officers Association held its 10th biennial meet in Guwahati, discussing organizational and service issues. RRB employee distress and pay issues. Concerns were raised about employee well-being and workplace pressure in RRBs. Separately, non-compliance on officiating pay payments triggered financial distress among employees.
That's all for this week's Roundup. Stay tuned with Canal Media for more developments across public, private, and regional rural banks.